NBFC has been only in the niche segment. If
Right.
you look at gold,
Sure.
housing,
Sure.
they have been. They never tried to do too many things.
Sure.
The NBFCs which tried to do too many things probably faced an early problem. So when you are in very niche segment, I think you have a co-lending option, you have a securitization option, you have various options of raising resource. NBFC always plays a complementary role.
Right.
NBFC doesn't compete. It is a wrong impression
Sure.
that NBFC are going to capture bank's customer. It's not going to happen.
Sure.
Banks customers once are used to bank will remain.
Will remain with the bank.
Only first time customer to the organized sector may come to NBFC first, then may go to bank.
May go to bank.
That is possible. But that is onboarding exercise.
Right.
So the NBFC will keep doing onboarding. But in India, the penetration, the credit penetration may not be more than 40-50% of the total unorganized sector.
Right.
To that extent, there is a lot of gap. Apart from NBFC, there are so many other institutions which have been playing role.
So if you really look at it, like the wholesale NBFCs, the retail NBFC has a niche on, typically a retail NBFC would actually look at not competing with banks. The bank would typically go your IT return and blah, blah, blah. You look at the number of tax paid, as long as last as 17, 18, right? Including wholesale, retail, everybody, including companies and corporate SBI, all put together, people paying tax more than 10 lakh. There's only 5 lakh people of 4.98 return file, 4.98 crore return file, right? So in that, if you remove the corporates, there is hardly any individuals really left who are actually there on the tax net. Whereas NBFCs have their own niche of evaluating retail outside the tax document, and that's where their niche was. And the other three niche definitely was capital market, where banks really don't come into it. So that's a very specialized niche of an NBFC, and they've been doing a great job on capital market. Acquisition, little bit has been allowed M&A for infra, but otherwise that also was funded by NBFC, the wholesale NBFC.
Right.
And of course, land acquisition financing for real estate. That was also the niche which the wholesale NBFC developed.
Right.
Now, unfortunately, if you really look at what has happened, like when this demo happened and the banks stopped lending, both equity investors and they started giving multiples of the book size, and particularly foreign investors, they were all gung-ho about the equities on NBFC. NBFC started thinking, some of them, that they can actually compete with banks, and they started getting cheaper money. Earlier, you had to work on your niche because you never got cheaper money.
Right.
You always got money which was expensive than any AAA manufacturing by at least 100 basis points.
Right.
But because they started getting cheaper money, they also, some of them actually started competing with banks and all that. So ultimately, we still need to get banks to get back into lending. Like 4 years, banks have not been there because of their AQR. We saw the situation on their balance sheet and management time getting filled in. Similarly, we never did an AQR on the wholesale NBFC, which is happening now. And that's where we will have to go through that pain process.